All right, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Croissant. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm doing great. Today we got a great video for y'all. Today we're gonna be talking about the new Nintendo Direct that just happened at the time of this recording yesterday. That was a big anniversary. It was anticipated up the butt because, guys, it is Mario's 40th anniversary. 40 years ago, Mario started in Japan, and we're expecting something big. We know for the 30th anniversary, we had, the Mario Galaxy, Mario 64, and Sunshine combo, and that was $60 on the Nintendo Switch, right? That was a great deal. And then for 35, I think they had like some music come out, or I really forgot what they did for the 35th anniversary. With the 40th anniversary, it's the big 4-0, guys. Something big's gotta come. They're gonna announce something huge, and it was kind of lackluster. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give you a little spoiler. It was not the best direct. It had a lot of, I don't know, third party fluff, right? And it was an hour long. Like, you really don't need to make these things this long, guys. And thank God I didn't watch it live. I was kind of catching the recap of it, so I was able to scroll through it pretty fast. I really knocked through it in about 20 minutes, just really looking at the stuff that I really cared about. And that's what this video is going to be about. We're going to talk about the direct generally, right? But we're really going to talk about the things that excited me, that got me interested, that I really cared about, because there was a lot of fluff in this direct, guys. And I've covered other presentations, and clearly I was, you've seen my excitement for some of these presentations. It just was not here for this direct, and you know why I had such high hopes? Because this is year one of the Nintendo Switch 2, right? We need some bangers. They needed home runs, but unfortunately, the entire direct was just a bunch of singles, a couple of doubles, and a lot of foul balls, a lot of strikeouts. And I'm not going to talk about a lot of the third-party stuff that's coming out because it's stuff that we've heard about before too. So let's start off with things that I really loved. And we're going to talk about the Mario Galaxy movie. I'm actually excited for this because I think the first movie was pretty good. It's not like something that I watched like 4, 5, 6 times, but when I rewatched it, I was like, wow, this is a good, I don't know, translation of the Mario franchise in a movie kind of way, right? And to see it in movie form. Honestly, I think the music could have been better. I think they had just like a lot of generic licensed music instead of like actual Mario music for like the Mario Kart sections. And they really need to lean into that, which is what they kind of talked about in this presentation a little bit, that they're really taking iconic music and really implementing it into Mario Galaxy. And here they can really open up the idea of the Mario universe. Obviously, we've seen some of the original cast, like Chris Pratt's coming back, Charlie Day, some of the big guys, Peach, Anna Joy Taylor, I forget her name, but no, like Donkey Kong, right? We never got, Toad's coming back, Keegan-Michael Key, Seth Rogen, we didn't see coming back. So, we're going to see a switch up in staff, or in cast, I should say, which is going to be interesting. I wonder who's going to play Luma, who's going to play Rosalina. It could be both, playing both characters. The same character, same actress or actor playing both characters. Honestly, it would be actress, right, Rosalina. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see where it goes. I love the games, obviously, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, near and dear to my heart. And that's kind of what we're leading into next, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, the 40th anniversary bundle, guys. I really don't know how I feel about this. Obviously, I love Mario Galaxy 1. I love Mario Galaxy 2. I don't think it's as good as 1, in my opinion, at least growing up in my memories. But guys, they're both Wii games being priced for $70. And again, we've had Mario Galaxy 1 in the 30th anniversary bundle, right? So now they're releasing it a second time. And I don't know, it kind of sits sourly, to say for lack of a better word, in my stomach. It doesn't feel good to be paying, full price for two really old games that, we'll get some updates here and there, but again, it's still the base game. It's nothing crazy. They're not going to add content as far as I'm concerned. The one thing I do really like about this is the amiibos, actually. They announced the Mario and the Rosalina amiibos, and those look clean. I'm gonna show you guys a picture of them. I'd say the Rosalina one is really cool. I would honestly get that. I don't own any amiibos, but I was like, that's some high quality crap. but those aren't available for like 4 months later. So I don't really know what they're doing. I don't really know. The release schedule is crazy. Next, we're going to be talking about a new Mario Tennis game. Mario Fever, Tennis Fever, whatever the hell they're calling it. Mario Aces 2, basically. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I played a lot of Mario Aces with my friend on his Switch, and I love the game. I think it's like a party game. You know, you go over to your friend's house, you play co-op, split screen on the TV, and you have a lot of fun. But it's not like a game I grind out ranked. It's not a game that I play constantly, or that I throw 80 hours in without playing anything else, like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. It's not that game. I never played the adventure mode in the first game, but I like the fact that they're coming back with new content, a lot of new game modes, and the Fever rackets. So you're implementing classic Mario items into the rackets themselves. That's more just ways to play the game, and of course they need to add more characters. And I like the fact that they're adding an adventure mode in this game too. 'Cause, God, the Mario sports games are just so bad, so bad, and they get no love, and it's such a shame. But they're coming back with tennis. I think they really should have put in a Mario baseball game. That was on my, my wish list. If you remember, I made that video a couple months ago on like the top 5 games that we need on Switch 2, and I can annotate that too. I can leave that in the description so you guys can watch that, because I really was expecting a baseball game, but unfortunately, it is tennis. And it looks like Mario Tennis Fever is hitting the court on February 12th. Next, we're going to be talking about Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition. I thought this was cool because they're not just porting it. It's not just going to be a graphical update. It is actually including new levels. Now, it might just be straight up like Kirby's, I forget what the game was, the new Kirby game that they just added the Switch 2 version for. And they added that whole ice level or ice DLC. And apparently, I watched the Arlo video. It was like 2-3 hours long. So it's not really that worth it, unless you're just a huge, like Kirby fan. And vice versa, I think this is the same thing with Mario Wonder. If you're a huge Mario Wonder fan and you want to just play any new content that you can get, this will probably be like a $20 upgrade or something like that. I would say pick it up, because I heard great things about Mario Wonder. Next, we're talking about the new Yoshi game. Guys, I thought we were getting a new Yoshi Island game, but this is better. It looks great. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book coming in spring 2026. This looks great, guys. I'd say graphically, game mechanics wise, Yoshi's Island just had a huge place in my heart as a kid on the Nintendo DS. And that was the first one I ever played, right? And I just fell in love with it. And I love Yoshi as a character. I think he needs more video games. I think he needs more representation in Nintendo games. And I'm glad he's finally getting his own game. But again, is this a home run? No, this is like a double to me, right? This is something great that's like, spring 2026 I can look forward to, but I'm not like anticipating, kind of like how I was with Donkey Kong Bonanza. Next, I want to talk about is Kirby Air Riders. We got some more gameplay footage and some information on some new amiibos, guys. These are actually pretty cool. Obviously, these are going to be priced up the butt, but these are switchable amiibos, right? So you have the vehicle portion of the amiibo, and then you have the character portion of the vehicle, and you're able to build XP on these vehicles and these characters and switch them, and the experience switches over when you switch characters, which is pretty cool, I think. Definitely adds more value to the amiibos, on top of the fact that the quality looks pretty good in the amiibos. But again, it's a piece of plastic, guys. So it's like, if they price it at like $50-$60, is it worth paying that price for a piece of plastic? You make the decision. For me, no. As a nice collector's piece, it actually looks pretty good. And that's what I was saying about the amiibos for the Mario Galaxy game. I'm like, guys, these look good. Like, I would put these, like, I would not unbox them. I would just put them on my like dresser or on my bookcase or something like that. So I'm looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, but again, this is like a single to me. This is not like a home run at all. This is just like a single. Next, guys, we're talking about the most blasphemous thing, the most blasphemous thing I saw in this entire direct, guys. What are we doing, Nintendo? The Virtual Boy. Who asked for this? Who asked for $100 piece of peripheral plastic crap? Who wanted this? Not me. I didn't vote for this. Whoever did voted off the island. I don't give a crap about this. And I can't imagine anybody that I know who owns a Switch or piece of Nintendo product. I don't think any of them would want this Virtual Boy, let alone for $100. Like, they don't even take their own product seriously because they made the $100 peripheral and then they're like, oh, we also made this knockoff Walmart Labo whatever made of cardboard. So we made a Virtual Boy made of cardboard. Congrats. Anyway, I'm done with that rant. Don't buy this, honestly. I don't know who's buying this. If you're buying it, please tell me. I need to study you. I need to understand what your brain is doing and how it operates because I just don't see like who is the target audience for this. Older people who actually own Virtual Boys, and the older generation who played Virtual Boys, if they're really into it, they probably own an actual Virtual Boy. And then there was problems with like nausea and like people getting vertigo and things like that playing with this. I don't understand this move. Anyway, next we're talking about Metroid Prime 4, guys. We finally got a release date, December 4th. Big time. This is their holiday selling title. We got new footage. Samus is on the motorbike in the desert, and it looks cool. It's, again, guys, this is their big holiday seller, and I'm still not like that's a home run. I'm like, this is a double, borderlining on a triple, because again, I've never played a Metroid, like a 3D Metroid Prime game before, and I don't know if this title is enough for me to be, as a consumer, to be like, I need a Switch 2 right now. It doesn't give me the same feeling that like Donkey Kong Bonanza felt. That Donkey Kong Bonanza gave me, and that's what we're talking about next. Donkey Kong Bonanza has DLC coming out. And this is kind of interesting because it has rogue-like game mechanics in it. And it actually launched today, after, yesterday at the time of recording this video, but the day the Direct came out, the DLC launched. And basically it's like a rogue-like DLC where you're constantly getting these emeralds, and when you get more and more of these emeralds, you can get perks that will improve your run and make it easier, and then there's overall things that you can carry over and upgrade from run to run. So classic like Hades roguelike mechanic. The thing is, guys, Donkey Kong Bonanza, it just came out, $70. We remember this. Obviously, $70 I think is worth Donkey Kong Bonanza, but then on top of that, very soon after, you're dropping a $20 DLC. Now this is a $90 game. And I don't know how big this DLC is going to be, but I think for just like a roguelike mechanic on one stage, which is like the new reinventing of Donkey Kong's Island, I just don't know. It's just like, it hurts when Nintendo is just like poking you for like, give me $10 more. give me $20 more. Come on, it's $20. It's just $20. Like, it just hurts. It doesn't feel good because it doesn't feel like they're adding like a ton of value. It's a cool game mode. Is it worth $20? Like, is it worth as a whole for Donkey Kong to be $90? Only you can tell me as a consumer, right? It's not like any of these are going on sale anytime soon. It's going to be $90 in 5 years for the whole thing. So you just got to bite the bullet now if you think it's worth it and you want more Donkey Kong Bonanza content. Next, guys, this is something I'm on the fence about. So, we know Ditto can turn into people, right? We've seen it in the anime before, in the classic anime. So Ditto is transforming into a human being, right? And utilizing the moves from Pokemon around the world to shape the world and terraform it around you. It's called Pokopia. First of all, I think the name is dumb as hell, and it's coming out in 2026. When I first saw it, I'm like, mobile game. I'm like, Nintendo's going to treat it like a mobile game, monetization up the ass. And I just don't know. Like, if you're a Nintendo fan and it's like, okay, it's Pokemon's making their own Animal Crossing, they're making their own Stardew. If you really want to play a game like that, why not just play Animal Crossing? Why not just play Stardew? I'm trying to see like what the need for this kind of game is in the Pokemon world. And because there's not so much of a need for like another farming sim in the gaming universe, is this, because this is probably gonna be like a $70 game, You know, I just don't know. I think I'm on the fence about this. Again, we don't know too much about this. We've only seen a little bit of gameplay. I think it's just kind of gimmicky. And like, if I wanted to play Farming Sim, I'd play Stardew. I'd play Animal Crossing, anything like that. So this doesn't excite me. This is not like their home run by any means. This feels like a single. So we'll see. We'll wait and see until 2026 until we get some more information. But next, we're talking about the big hitter, guys. This is their home run. Legends ZA. I'm actually excited for this game for different reasons. Right, I'm ready for a new Legends game. I'm ready for a new Pokemon game in general because they took an extra year off of Scarlet and Violet after Scarlet and Violet to really hone down, the Pokemon games. Excuse me. And not only did we get more gameplay, we got new Megas for the Kalos starters, which are pretty cool. Right? I think the designs are cool. We show the gameplay in the background. I like Delphox, I think, the most. I'm between Delphox and Chestnut because, bro, Chestnut looks dope with like the shield on his back and like the cape going down. And Delphox looks like a wizard, like a magic wizard with the broomstick and like the flaming brooms around her. They look awesome. Greninja, I don't know. It's like a recolor with like a giant shuriken and he's hanging upside down. I think it fits the theme for Greninja very well. I'm not too crazy about it. That's just my opinion. What sucks about this is because Nintendo, once they make you happy, they gotta shoot that happiness down because everything comes down to money. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because these Kalos starters, the Megas, are locked behind playing online ranked matches. And this is confirmed by a statement on the actual Pokemon website. This is not an influencer or a leak from some random Cerebi source or something like that on Twitter. Pokemon is straight up saying you cannot get these Megas unless you play online ranked. To some people, oh, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna play ranked. It's just the principle of like, now you need NSO again for something else, right? You want these Megas, great. You got to pay us $20, even if it's $25 for the year, whatever it is for the online. It's just another. Come on, $20. Come on, just $20. Just give me what? Just $20 more. It's just annoying, guys. It's like, when is it gonna end? And it's not over. I'm not done yet. I'm still cooking because Nintendo wants more money. Guys, the game hasn't even been out. And they're announcing paid DLC. Paid DLC. Did they show anything about the new DLC in terms of like what we're getting? In terms of like new areas, new Pokemon? The only thing we know is that we're getting 2 new Megas. And this is how they choose to announce them? Right? The game isn't out. Here's a DLC that's coming out. $40, guys. $40 for this DLC, and on top of that, we got their selling point is Mega Raichu. 2 new forms of Mega Raichu, X and Y. I think their designs are okay. It's nothing crazy. Just based on that, those 2 new Megas, is that worth $40 as a selling point? No. It's the fact that they're just constantly asking the consumer for more money. Just put Raichu, Mega Raichu, X and Y in the base game. Or just wait to announce the DLC. It's just a huge slap in the face of the consumers, and I don't understand why Nintendo can't see that. I'm sure there are some people online like, oh my god, Mega Raichu, oh, I'm so excited, I'm gonna buy it day one. I'm just like, it just sucks, bro. It sucks being like a Nintendo consumer for so long and seeing like these level of greeds in a direct, no less. I'm just like, it's clear to see that like Nintendo is no longer the consumer-friendly option, right? You remember when like the PlayStation 4 like 5 was coming out and it's like, oh, $550, $600 for this console after you buy like a game and things like that, or you can pay $300 for a Nintendo Switch, right? Maybe even $250 for like a pre-owned or something like that. And you have access to all these cool Nintendo exclusive games like Mario and Donkey Kong and Smash Bros. and all this cool stuff. It used to be the cost-efficient option, right? Even growing up, like you get a Game Boy SP, it was like, what, $80, $100 or some shit? Or you get like a PlayStation 2 and that was like $200 or something when it came out. It's always been the cost efficient option, and now it just feels like they are trying to squeeze every single dollar out of the consumer for every little thing. And it just gets annoying at a certain point. But that's kind of the end of my rant for Pokemon Legends ZA. Honestly, guys, I was going to get it for the Nintendo Switch 1. After hearing all this, I'm still going to wait. I think I'm going to wait. I don't know if I'm going to get it for the Switch 1 and then upgrade to the Switch 2 as soon as I get it, but my goal is to get a Switch 2 by the end of this year. So maybe I'll wait to the end of this year to pick up ZA. Wait until I see a little bit more gameplay, see if the game itself is worth it. I am excited, but man, I'm just kind of scared for some of these announcements that are going to come out. Like, I don't even know what else is going to come out that's going to be priced behind that's going to be locked behind a paywall or anything like that. I think the game looks good. The megas that they've announced recently, Dragonite, Victory Bell, Hawlucha, I think are okay. It's not anything, again, that's like a home run to me. We've had some gripes with Dragonite. Victory Bell, I think, looks cool. Hawlucha looks cool. I think the Raichus are okay. Whatever. My rant is done. Next, we're talking about Resident Evil Requiem. I think it's cool. It's coming to Switch 2. And then on top of that, Village and Biohazard are also coming to Switch 2. Big Resident Evil fan. I think having them on the Switch 2 is great. And I think based on the footage that we saw, I think it looks fine. And then again, these are like singles to me. I think they should be on Switch 2, and I think Resident Evil should be played by more people, and I think that having access on the Switch 2, better fidelity, frame rate, all this stuff, is great. I think it's great. Is it a home run? Hell no. And here's what kind of gets me, guys. It's like you end a direct on a home run, and I get it, right? Because we're going to talk about it. So this was not a home run. This is, I don't know, this is a double. We're talking about the new Fire Emblem game, guys. Fortune's Weave. Okay. I don't know who Fortune is. I don't know why he lost his weave or something like that, but I don't see, like, Fire Emblem, it looks cool. I've never played a Fire Emblem game, but I've heard, Three Houses or whatever the hell the last game was. It was received very well. This is a direct sequel, as far as I know, to the, last Fire Emblem. And so I know that has a lot of hype, but it's not something that I would see Nintendo ending their biggest year one of the Switch 2 Direct. I don't see that this is the title that they end the Direct off of. And it looked good, right? It looked good. I'd say graphically it looks good. Gameplay mechanics, I'd say look cool. Maybe I pick it up. But it's not something that I'm like, wow, I'm so excited to get a Switch 2 now. Like, I'm excited. I wanted to get a Switch 2 for, like, Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think the Mario Tennis game looks cool, but it's not like a home run. The Yoshi's game, I think, is cool, but not a home run. Again, Metroid Prime 4, I think, is going to be cool. Not a home run. I don't know what I was expecting from this Direct, but it was more than what we got. And there's a lot of things that I didn't talk about in this Direct, like the third-party slot games that we just got, and that's what really made this feel just like a fluffy Direct with really no substantial releases. And it sucks. But the only thing we can wait for, I think there's a Kirby the Kirby Air Rider Direct coming soon. And we look out for that, and we just wait to see if anything else comes out. But I want to hear your guys' response. You guys kind of know where I'm at right now. I'm kind of indifferent about the Direct. Let me know what you guys thought about Nintendo too, guys. Let me know what you think about the company. Are they just greedy, money-grubbing, assholes that just want more money from the consumer? Or do you actually like the products that they're releasing nowadays? And are you buying things like the Virtual Boy for $100? And what's your reasoning behind it? I really need to know. I want to know. So this was the Direct. I will keep you guys updated on any other Nintendo related news that I hear that is worth reporting. And I appreciate y'all for watching. Stay tuned. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you made it to the end of the video. I love you so much, and I will see y'all soon. Have a good day, and I will see y'all soon. Peace.